You all, ladies and gentlemen, it's indeed a great honor to be here this evening to share with you a practitioner's point of view of leadership. All of you are going to graduate from this most prestigious institution of our country, which is amongst the first 20 in the world. But I'd like you to remember one thing, wherever you are, that there is a common denominator in all professions today. Whether you're heading GE, whether you're heading the state of Andhra Pradesh, whether you're heading India, or whether you are leading a happy family with your wife and kids. And that common denominator is leadership. If you reduce everything down to its very fundamental premise, if you deconstruct whatever we are doing today, you will come to one conclusion, and that is leadership. Therefore, all these great qualifications and medals and degrees that we carry with us, they are of no use, my friends, if at the end of the day, we cannot lead ourselves, and we cannot lead our organizations, and we cannot lead our people whom we are responsible for. And therefore, the subject of leadership cuts across all disciplines. It is common to all disciplines. Today, leadership continues to be the study of the rise and fall of great heroes. The Pattons and the MacArthurs and the Buddhas and the Gandhis and the Mandelas, the Roosevelts, the Trumans, the Nehrus. My friends, this is all changing. And regrettably, most of us are unable to see this change. And the change is that as we shift gears into the knowledge age, we are shifting into the age of the anti-hero. And the age of the anti-hero is the age of the common man. You and me, the common man, this is the age of anti-hero. And therefore the concepts of leadership, which are filling all our libraries, which are filling all our bookshops at the airports, we need to question the basic premise of the leadership concepts which are embedded in those books and shelves. Most of them belong to the industrial age. They belong to the agriculture age. Very few of them have relevance for the knowledge age. You all heard of J. Krishnamurti, one of the great philosophers this country produced. J.K. was anti-guru. He used to say that to seek truth, to acquire truth, you don't need the help of a guru, of a religion, of a sect. He said that the discovery of truth was possible when man and woman discovered themselves. Whereas I feel that intellectually this is correct, technically it is correct, but it's a very difficult and a very delayed process. I can say for myself that the greatest spurt in my emotional and spiritual growth occurred at the age of 55. And had Operation Sadbhavna not taken place, either I wouldn't be standing in front of you, my friends, or I'd be just spewing out what has been written in the various books which you're all aware of. And I do not wish that this should happen to you. Age has got nothing to do with wisdom. Age has got nothing to do with self-awareness. Adi Shankaracharya died at the age of 27. Buddha attained enlightenment at the age of 30. Christ was crucified at the age of 33. And Prophet Muhammad received his first revelation, Ikra, 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 in a cave at the age of 40. Vivekananda died at the age of 53. And if my memory serves me right, Ramakrishna, the famous Ramakrishna mission that you heard about, he had the vision of God at the age of 15. The basic fundamental issue which I would like to raise before you is that the single biggest crisis that the world faces today is not a flat world, it's not a crowded world, it's not a hot planet. It is the crisis of leadership. Where have all the leaders gone? I put this question to you, where have all the leaders gone? In 1947, 61 years back, when we got our independence, our population was 360 million. And we had a galaxy of leaders, from Pandit Nehru's to Gandhi's to Patel's, to Tagore's, to Subhash Chandra Bose's, to Jinnah's, to Abul Kalam Azad, C. Rajgopalachari, and the list is endless. Today we are 1.3 billion. We find it very hard to find one leader in our country today whom we can say unanimously that he or she will take us into the new millennium. Where have all the leaders gone? Microsoft engineers. 36% of Microsoft engineers are Indians. 28% of software engineers in IBM are Indians. But India has got no Google. India has got no Windows. India has got no search engine, Amazon.com, YouTube. Because these companies may be $1 million, $1 billion, they are not in the business of leadership. They are service providers. Leadership is there. The leader is sitting there, the service provider is sitting in Bangalore, and in Hyderabad, in Chennai and Noida. So these are some of the issues which I strongly feel we need to reflect upon them. I have thought a lot about this crisis of leadership, and I would attribute it to 4 very important trends and factors in our civilization history. I think civilizationally, we in this country lack a strategic culture and a sense of history. History is not about the past. History is not about today. History is about tomorrow. How you introspect on the past and reflect your introspection on the future screen. That is history. The study of future. Futurism. We don't study futurism. The second important factor is the hierarchical structure of our families. Daddy decides whom you're going to get married, man. Daddy and friends decide that you will come and do so and so job. Whom you're going to marry, Daddy decides everything. And the stratified structure of our society. And the third very important factor is our flawed education system. And all of us are products of it. Everything in the world has changed. But the Indian education system is mired in mid-19th century concept. Mass education, rote memorization, and the inviolable position of the text and the teacher. This has not changed. Everything has changed. And the fourth factor, I think is an important factor, is protracted foreign rule, foreign domination and colonialism. I would give 10 out of 10 to the Brits for governance.